Now hold on. I need to tell y'all something about my wife. Her name is Katalin, and she don't need a lullaby. She need a whole situation. She walk in the room, the temperature rise. Got the neighbors peeking through the blinds. Every morning when I see that face, I thank the Lord for his good taste. She got me feeling like a brand new man, but I'm melting in a cast iron pan. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy and a few other things. You'll never know, dear, how much I want you. So please don't take my sunshine away. No, for real, don't. Now look here. People always ask me, they say, man, how'd you end up with Katalin? And I say, I don't know, but I ain't asking questions, I'm just stroking. Sunday morning, she in my t-shirt, coffee steaming, Lord have mercy. Church, the way she move across that kitchen floor, I forgot what I was looking for. She smiled at me, I lose my train of thought. She the best thing money never bought. Oh, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy and considerably more. You'll never know, dear, just what you do to me. So please don't take my sunshine away. I mean it, woman. Now I know what you're thinking. This man is being inappropriate. No, I'm being appreciative. There is a difference. See, when God made Katalin, he said, let me show off a little. And brother, he did. 20 years from now, I feel the same. Still hollering Katalin across the lane. She got me wrapped around her finger tight. And I don't wanna be unwound tonight. Every curve, every laugh, every look she gives, best reason that I got to live. Oh, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me crazy in the best kind of way. You'll never know, dear, how much I need you. So please don't take my sunshine away. Katalin, baby, you are my sunshine and my moonlight, and about 3 other things I can't say on the radio. Stroking. I got sunshine on the darkest day. When Katalin walks in, clouds get out the way. A smile can melt the coldest winter freeze. Got me singing love songs, falling to my knees. A one-woman renovation of everything I thought I knew about creation. I don't need no money, fortune, or fame. I got something better, let me tell you her name. She's tender, she's kind, she's gentle and sweet. She's nah, I can't do this. Have y'all seen this woman? She walked out the bathroom this morning, hair still wet, and I burned the eggs, the toast, the coffee, I burned water. She's mighty, just letting it all hang out. She got it all, and I got matching socks today. So, who really won? They say true love is patient and kind. Well, I've been patient, but I'm losing my mind. I wrote her a poem, lit candles real nice, got down on one knee and said, baby, can we skip dessert? I tried, y'all. I really tried to keep it classy. But have you met Katalin? The woman makes a sundress look like a sin. And I'm just over here trying to be a gentleman. My girl, my beautiful girl, she's everything and more in this whole wide world. My girl, my girl, my mighty, mighty girl. Don't tell her I said that. She handed me a list on Saturday morning, coffee in one hand, honeydew warning. Number one said fix the bathroom door. I grabbed my tools and I was ready for war. But she bent down to pick up the cat, and I just stood there holding a wrench like that. 30 minutes gone, door still broken. I ain't even mad, I ain't even joking. Honeydew, honeydew, there's a list of things I'm supposed to get through. But honey, when you walk through the room like you do, the only thing I'm doing is looking at you. Number two said clean the gutters out. I set the ladder up, started climbing about. She came outside in a summer dress. I missed the rung and I'm a certified mess. Hanging from the roof like a fool in love. She said, baby, are you okay up above? I said, yes, ma'am, just checking the view. The only thing I'm checking, Katalin, is you. Honeydew, honeydew, there's a list of things I'm supposed to get through. But honey, when you walk through the room like you do, the only thing I'm doing is looking at you. Now this list is 14 items long, and it is counting 4 in the afternoon. I have completed 0. The bathroom door is still broken. The gutters are full. The kitchen faucet is now worse. And I have never been happier in my entire life. Number 7 said paint the bedroom wall. I got the roller out, taped up the hall. She walked in wearing my old t-shirt. Katalin, baby, that ought to be a crime. I got more paint on me than on the wall. She just shook her head and said, give me that. that, y'all? Finished the whole room in an hour flat. I just sat there thinking, how'd she do that? Honeydew, honeydew. She finished everything on the whole dang list. Turns out the real handyman around here is 5 foot something with a ponytail twist. Honeydew, honeydew. I'm useless and I'm totally fine. She married a man who can't fix a thing, but baby, I'm all yours and you're all mine. She just handed me next week's list. It's 2 pages. I'm gonna get nothing done, and it's gonna be beautiful. We walked into the restaurant last Friday night. Hostess looked at her, then looked at me like something wasn't right. Sat us down at a table, brought the wine list over fast. Looked at Katalin and said, your usual glass. Looked at me and said, and for your friend? I said, I'm her husband. And she said, oh, since when? She's out of my league, and everybody knows it but me. I walk beside her like I belong, but the whole world's singing a different song. She's out of my league. Yeah, she's out of my league. I went to pick her up from work one afternoon. Security guard stopped me, said, sir, you can't come in this room. I said, I'm here for my wife. He said, which one? I pointed at Katalin. He said, that one. Called his supervisor, ran a background check. I said, is this really necessary? He said, sir, yes, with all respect. She's out of my league, and everybody knows it but me. I walk beside her like I belong, but the whole world's singing a different song. She's out of my league. Ooh, yeah. She's out of my league. Look, I know what I look like, and I know what she looks like. The math doesn't add up. My barber doesn't understand it. My mother doesn't understand it. Katalin's friends definitely don't understand it. But here's the thing, she picked me. And I wake up every morning and check to make sure she hasn't Googled annulment. Her mama pulled me aside on our wedding day, said, son, I like you, but I gotta say, whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. I said, ma'am, I genuinely don't know what it is. She said, maybe that's the secret, you lovable fool. I've been winging it ever since, playing it cool. She's out of my league, and I made my peace with the mystery. She fell in love with whatever this is, and that's good enough history for me. She's out of my league, but she's in my arms tonight. And if the whole world thinks I'm married up, well, the whole world finally got something right. She just texted me, bring home milk, with a heart emoji. And I just pulled into the grocery store, grinning like I won the lottery. Whole milk, 2%. I'll bring home the whole cow. Whatever you want, Katalin. Whatever you want. We were sitting at the bar last Saturday night. She went to get a drink, I said, baby, I'll be right here. Before she made it to the counter, 3 men stood up. One fixed his collar, one checked his breath, the third one just prayed. And I'm sitting here with my basket of wings, just watching the show like it's primetime TV. Every single time she walks into a room, every single time some fool tries to shoot a shot at the moon, every single time she points at me and says, that one's mine. Every single time I just wave with a wing in my hand and smile. The personal trainer at the gym tried to spot her. She don't even go to that gym we were walking by. The barista wrote his number on a coffee cup. She handed it to me, said, baby, you need friends. The mailman started delivering our mail personally. I said, sir, that's a water bill. Every single time she walks into a room, some fool tries to shoot his shot at the moon. She points at me and says, that one's mine. I just wave and say, hey man, good luck. Now I used to get jealous back when I was young and stupid. But after 15 years with Katalin, you just learn to accept it. She's a beautiful woman, and men are gonna be men, and I'm gonna be right here with my wings, watching them fail. The funniest part, she doesn't even notice. She'll come back and say, that waiter was so friendly. Baby, that man was ready to leave his wife. Last week a man sipped a bottle of champagne to our table. She said, oh how sweet, the restaurant must be celebrating. I said, yes dear, they're celebrating your existence. She said, don't be silly and drink the whole bottle. The man watched from across the room, looking at me like I owed him money. I raised my glass and mouth, thank you. Every single time it's the same old scene. Every single time some brave soul tries to talk to my queen. Every single time she comes home with me and locks the door. Every single time I think, Lord, what did I do to deserve this woman? Every single time, man. Every single time. Every single time. Found a picture from our very first date. Lord have mercy, look at us back then. She had that smile, same one she's got today. And me, well, I had hair and a chin. 10 years later, she looks even better, like somebody pressed rewind on time. And me, I found a gray hair in my shoulder, not my head, my shoulder. That ain't a good sign. She ages like wine, getting better every year, richer and deeper, the kind you hold dear. And I age like milk left out on the counter in July. She ages like wine, and I'm just trying not to expire. She wakes up in the morning looking like a painting, some kind of Renaissance Botticelli thing. I wake up in the morning looking like I lost a fight, with the pillow, the sheets, and the ceiling fan string. She went for a run this morning, came back glowing. I went for a run this morning, came back wheezing. Called her from the sidewalk, said, "Come get me." She found me 2 blocks away, holding my knee. She ages like wine, getting better every year, richer and deeper, the kind you hold dear. And I age like milk left out on the counter in July. She ages like wine, and I'm just trying to keep up or die. Now look, I went to the doctor last month. He said, "You need to eat better and exercise." I said, "Doc, have you seen my wife?" He pulled up her chart, looked at it, looked at me, and said, "How? Even my doctor doesn't understand." But here's the thing. She looks at me the same way she did on day one, like I'm the only man in the world. And I look in the mirror and think, "Baby, you need glasses." But I ain't about to tell her that. We'll be 80 sitting on the porch someday. She'll still be turning heads at the grocery store, and I'll be the old man in the rocking chair, saying, "Yep, that's my wife, with no teeth and no hair." And she'll hold my wrinkled hand and smile, and I'll think the same thing I've always thought. Katalin, how in the world am I the lucky one you caught? She ages like wine, and I age like milk, but she chose this carton in all of its guilt. She ages like wine, I'm expired and blessed, and I'll love that woman till there's nothing left. Getting old with you, Katalin, that's the best thing I'll ever do, even if I do it looking like this.
She's always right.
She said, "Turn left," I turned right. Ended up in a ditch on a Tuesday night. She said, "Bring a jacket," I said, "I'll be fine." I stood in the rain for an hour in the checkout line. She said, "Don't eat that, it's been in the fridge too long." I ate it, and brother, she was not wrong. She's always right, always right. Morning, noon, and the middle of the night. I've been wrong about 1,000 things, but I was right about that wedding ring. She's always right, and I'm all right with that. She said, "That shelf won't hold." I said, "Watch and learn." Six books a plant, and the whole wall turned. She said, "Read the instructions." I said, "Baby, please." Built the desk backwards with extra degrees. She fixed it in 10 minutes, didn't say a word, just hummed a little tune like a satisfied bird. I But I was right about that wedding ring. She's always right, and I'm alright with that. Now people ask me, don't it bother you being wrong all the time? And I say no, because being wrong means I get to watch Katalin be right. And there is nothing on this earth more beautiful than that woman saying, I told you so, with her arms crossed and that little look. You know the look, the one that says, I love you, but you're an idiot. That's my favorite look. That's the look I married. She said, I think we should get a dog. I said, no way, too much work, too much mess. We now have 2 dogs, a cat and a fish. And she was right, they're the best. She said, trust me on a second date. I trusted her and she handed me my fate. She's always right, always right. I'll be wrong till the day I die. But I was right one time in my life when I said, Katalin, will you be my wife? She's always right, and I'm alright. I'm so alright with that. She's gonna hear this song, and she's gonna say, I could have told you that. Yes, baby, you could have. You always can.
Here in the wilds of the suburban bathroom, we observe the female of the species in her natural habitat, the morning routine. 6:45 a.m. She reaches for the alarm with surgical precision. One tap, silenced. She rises from the bed like a P.O. phoenix. Meanwhile, I've hit snooze 4 times and fallen off the mattress. This is the morning show, the one that nobody gets to see but me. This is the morning show, and it's the best thing on TV. She enters the bathroom. The door closes. What happens in there is a mystery. She went in looking like a human being. She comes out looking like a magazine. I went in the bathroom after her. I came out looking worse. I don't know how that's possible, but I have evidence. This is the morning show, the one that nobody gets to see but me. This is the morning show. Katalin in HD. Now observe the hair flip. This is a dominance display. When the female flips her hair, it signals to the male that he should make coffee immediately and not speak until spoken to. The male complies. The male always complies. She applies the lipstick in one single motion, no mirror needed. She hasn't missed in 15 years. Scientists cannot explain this. The final stage, she looks in the mirror, frowns slightly, and says, I look terrible. The male merely chokes on his coffee. Ma'am, you look like a sunset. She grabs her keys and heads for the door. Kisses me once and I want 17 more. She says, do I look okay? Every single day and every single day I forget every word in the English language. This is the morning show, better than anything on morning show, starring my wife, my queen, my everything. And so the female departs, leaving the male standing in the kitchen, in his underwear, holding cold coffee, completely, hopelessly in love. See you tomorrow. Same time, same channel.
She grabbed my hand. She grabbed my hand at the wedding reception. Said, baby, let's dance. I said, baby, let's not. She pulled me up and the whole room watched. 200 people staring at what God forgot. My legs went left, my arms went right. My hips did something that ain't polite. She's floating like an angel across the floor, and I'm down here looking like a broken door. 2 left feet, and she don't care. She's spinning like a dream. I'm grabbing at the air. 2 left feet, I'm a certified mess, but she's laughing so hard that her eyes are wet, and that's all I need. That's all I need. That laugh is all I need. She tried to teach me salsa in the living room. Move the coffee table, put on the tunes. Said just follow me, it's easy, 1, 2, 3. By step 2 I had tripped on the dog. By step 3 I had kicked the couch. By step 4 Katalin was on the ground. Not from dancing, from laughing. 2 left feet, and she don't care. She's spinning like a dream. I'm grabbing at the air. 2 left feet, I'm a certified mess, but she's laughing so hard that her eyes are wet, and that's all I need. That's all I need. That laugh is all I need. They say you should dance like nobody's watching. Well, everybody is watching, and everybody has their phone out. My mother-in-law has already posted it. It has 47 likes, and 12 of them are laughing emojis. But you know what? Katalin is pressed against me. Her head is on my chest. She's humming the melody, and my 2 left feet are somehow in the right place at the right time for the first time in my life. Woo! Now every Saturday night she puts on a record, pushes back the furniture and holds out a hand. I still can't dance, probably never will, but I'll shuffle through this kitchen with her till I can't. She leads, I follow, we bump into walls, we step on toes and we trip down halls. But she keeps choosing me for every song, and that's the only step I never get wrong. 2 left feet, but a whole right heart. She knew what she was getting from the very start. 2 left feet, and she chose this dance. She chose the stumbling, fumbling, beautiful romance, and that's all I need. Katalin, that's all I'll ever need. Woo! She just put on our wedding song and held out her hand. Here we go again. Same 2 left feet. Ooh! Same perfect woman.
microphone and said, "Say your vows." And I looked at Katalin, standing there in white, and I forgot every word I'd written, so I just started talking. "I promise to love you when you steal the covers, which is every night for the record. I promise to kill every spider you find, even the ones that aren't real. You once made me check a shadow, Katalin. It was a sock. I promise to say you look beautiful every single morning, not because I have to, but because every single morning you make it true. I vow to be yours through the ordinary day, through the kitchen messes and the laundry that stays, through the fights about nothing and the makeups that follow. I vow to be yours through every tomorrow. I vow to be yours. I promise to pretend I'm not lost and then quietly follow your directions. I promise to laugh at your jokes, even the one about the horse. Baby, it doesn't make sense, but I will laugh every time. I promise to hold your hand in the grocery store like we're still teenagers. I promise to slow dance with you in the kitchen, even though I cannot dance. You know this, the internet knows this. I vow to be yours through the ordinary days, through the midnight worries and the bills that we pay, through the years that fly by and the ones that crawl. I vow to be yours through all of it all. I vow to be yours. But here's the part I didn't write down, because I didn't know how to say it without falling apart. Before you, I was just a man with a job and an apartment and a life that works fine on paper. But you walked in and fine wasn't enough anymore. You made me wanna be more. Not because you asked me to, you never did, but because of loving you made me realize I had so much more to give. So I vow to be the man you already see, the one I'm still becoming, the one you believe when nobody else did, when I didn't either. You stood in my corner like a stubborn believer. I vow to be yours through the beautiful mess, through the two left feet and the wine-stained dress, through the songs I write and the words I stumble, through a life of love built on something humble. I vow to be yours, Katalin.
I vow to be yours
today, tomorrow, and every day after. Through every tear and every laughter, I vow to be yours. She said yes. By the way, in case you were wondering, she said yes, and I've been the luckiest man alive ever since.